Hopefully I'll get more sometime fairly soon, because it's time to make some templates. And it's going to melt it, and then I can drop in the rest of my gold. And I'm going to pop this ingot here because I won't miss it very much, because, you know, there's not a lot to do with copper right at the moment. And the ingot gets used up, and now I have a template. And that template lets me make more ingots. So I can make more copper ingots or gold ingots or whatever from here. It even tells me right here how many ingots I have left. Why would you want to do this? Well, for one thing, you can make other things like tools and stuff. And for another thing, you get more stuff out of it than you do if you just mine it. Yep. Than if you just craft the ingots yourself. You get more stuff out of it. So, the thing you have to be aware of is that this one, if I put copper in with this, I don't know if it melts together or not in the melter, but in the smelter I know that they can mix together, so you end up with like a rose gold kind of thing, which I don't really want that right now. Later that might be cool, but right now I don't really want that. So I'm going to use this mostly for gold to make templates. Like, for example, these pieces, like this stone tool handle that I'm going to need several of if I'm going to use the Tinker's Construct stuff, and I am, put that on there and go bloop. You can do this same thing with sand and make a cast, but it's not permanent. The gold casts will be won't wear out, whereas if you use sand, they go away immediately. So we have several things here. Hooray, hooray, Kaloo, Kalay. And I'm going to wait. No, I don't know. I'm not sure yet whether I will make those into ingots and then just take them back out of there, or whether I will use words. They are not wording. Or whether I will use them to make a tool. I think I will wait because I want the large hammer, and we're going to make the full-size smelter as soon as I can get all the stuff together. Yes. Yes, yes. And we did get a prize for doing that and making the first cast. Let's see what we got. We got iron ore, which is very exciting. Useful, but very exciting. And now it wants me to build the smeltery. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's going to take a few more pieces than what I have currently. Does the thing tell me how to do the smeltery? I don't think it does. I think the next book is the one that tells me how to do the smeltery, which is funny considering I don't how am I supposed to do it? I know how to do a thing if it doesn't tell me. But I don't think it does. Let's see what we got. It says here we got faucets, we got channels. This is the melter. It's still the small thing. All the stuff you can make with it. Doo, 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 doo. Scrolling, we're just scrolling. Maybe it'll tell me something about the next thing. Aha! So after you mastered the melter, go melt down some grout and pour it on a book to make the new one. But this one gives you that book as a reward. So I don't know if I need 2 of those. Know what I mean? So I anyway. Right now, this is what we got. And I think my goal, whoa, I have to have seared stone before I can make the next level of cobble crafter. And that is that I got to remember, that was the goal of this episode, was to get the next level of cobblestone generator, and maybe the one after that if I can. Yeah, right. I got to stay focused. Stay focused, Larky. Stay focused. Oh, it didn't just give me iron ore, it gave me 32 iron ore. Now that is exciting. Cool. Okay, well, apparently each of these iron ore, if I click on you and I go look at them in the melter, each one guarantees me 2 ingots and 6 nuggets. That's huge. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we want that. So I'm going to take, and I've got to get this gold out before I can put the iron in. So I'm going to pop my smelting cast here, my cast there, and once it cools down, ooh, ta-da, it's turned it back into ingots for me. And I can drop, I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3, just to see. Oh, look, they're cooking. And I don't lose anything in the process. In fact, when you probably know that when you tap on regular old iron ore without a fortune pickaxe, you don't really know what you're gonna get for your trouble, right? So it could be that 1 iron ore is plenty. It could also be that, I mean, did you get 1 ingot, but this one guarantees 2 ingots and some nuggets. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and cook this iron ore, and we're gonna see about maybe making some tools. I think. I don't know though. I'm naked. Naked. I got no clothes. I got no armor. I have a shield that I'm not currently wearing. And oh, there's a cosmetic armor slot. That's cool. So yeah. And we want to make some more of these, but we need to get those going first. So we're waiting for it to cook. It cooked. Huzzah! Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So give me just a second, okay? Okay, so in order to make this smeltery, now there's a book you can craft to make this happen, but I'm going to get one as a reward for building this thing, so it seems kind of dumb to waste my grout to make this, so I used the internet. I have a list of things I need to make. Yep. I've done this before, so it's not new information for me. It might be new information for you, in which case, let's talk about what we need in order to make the smeltery. See, okay, why do we need the smeltery? This can only really handle one thing at a time. And it doesn't have a lot of capacity, right? The most it can hold is, it's almost full, and it doesn't have very much room. But this is the base of the smelter. I am going to switch this out just a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking. I'd like the base to be in the floor so that the smelter doesn't like hang over weird. But I need a 3x3. Coolness, and now we go bloop, 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 bloop. And I'm going to need to go, I need some more bricks. Oh, uh-oh, that's all the bricks I've got. Oh noes, oh noes. That's not enough. I guess I need some more grout. Yep, see you in a minute. Okay, so one of the components we need is a seared drain. Actually, we need more than one if we can get them. But we're going to make one for now because that's all I've got the blocks for. Yay. Task completed. Oh, not that one. That's the other. Because we want to be able to get, we have to be able to get the iron or whatever we're cooking, probably lots of things, out of this. And so we're going to go ahead and drop a seared drain on the side over here. Boop. That is the wrong place. Let me get that out. Let me get Pete here. Da-da, 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 da-da. and the seared drain, or faucet rather. We can just go boop, and I'm just going to grab and put my extra I'm going to make tinker tables, whatever they're called, and put them there. And that is silly. That was not what I meant to do. Oh, Larky. Whatever will we do with you? Okay. And then I'm going to need to take these bricks. What I can do, I'm going to need multiple outputs because otherwise, this stuff takes a long time otherwise, okay? Because you got this stuff, so anyway, we're going to put one here, and then we need one over here. Actually, no, let me try that again. I'm just going to hold on to that one for a minute because I think that I'm going to want another drain here on this corner, and then a drain, a fuel thingy, and a controller. Right. But I have to wait for the grout to cook because I'm out of bricks. Alas, Kaloo-Kalay, I'm out of bricks. So back to it. Okay, if I'm reading the book right, in order to make if I'm reading this right, in order to make this controller for that device, I have to do this. I have to put a brick on here and go like that. But that's not working. Do I put it in there? Yes! Oh! But I need more ingots, apparently, of copper. Do I have any more copper? I do. Okay, cool. Let's pop this in there. I'm going to use as little as possible because I have a limited amount of copper and I don't want to use it all if I don't have to. And it's cooked and... Oh, nope. Let's try one more. Hopefully that's enough because that's all I've got. Yeah! Apparently I need a little bit more. Huh. Alright, let's figure out where we can get some copper from. Cooper? Kapooper. Oh my stars and garters. Okay, I need some copper. Okay, none of this is telling me what I need. Okay, copper ore. Where can I get copper ore? I want raw copper. Yes, that's what I want. I can get it from washing sand. Okay. Or I could get it from, well, obviously from there. Duh. Okay, so let's make some sand. That involves like the hammer and the standing and the stacking and yeah. Well, wow. I must have not done this before because I got things I've not seen before, like apatite. I got some gold. I got some raw nickel. Interesting. I had fluorite before and nickel before, but I have copper in. You know, one of these days I will learn to check my inventory before I go freaking out because I don't have something. But today is clearly not that day. And one smeltery controller. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. We did it. Now we can take it and go over here and look at that. We got a completed quest. And we're going to go plunk. And now we need plunk. Okay, it doesn't have to be any deeper than this, but it works better if it's a little deeper than that. So I don't know why it's showing me all this stuff, but okay. This is where I'm going to put buckets of lava, which I will get from my little fire plow here. Because this is the fuel, of course, that we'll need for the device. And we're going to make some more bricks so we can go around and go boop, 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 boop. Oh, I need more. I got to make more grout. How many more of these? 2 ingots and 6 nuggets. unfortunately, I don't have a pattern for nuggets. So that might be a problem. I may just have to lose those nuggets. Sad. At some point in the near future, I think I should probably try to get some chickens. But we'll get there. We will. And stuff. So my next goal is to finish off this little cutie right here. Get this layer up here. And that way I can put in tables, put in one of these, and maybe two of those, so that I can start cooking while we get there. And and by the way, if you decide to play Tinker's Construct, don't fall in there when there's stuff in it. I heard that it's bad, like really bad. Well, like molten metal is lava. Yeah, so I don't recommend it. It's not a good time. Don't do it. I won't say how I know. Let's go make some more lava for our device here. I'm just going to break this one down, and then we'll make some lava. Fireplow will only make 4 before it breaks, but that's okay. And we're going to grab our... somewhere I have a bucket, because there should be another bucket in here, in my pocket, but there's not. That's okay. That's fine. We'll make it work. Boop. It's about half full. So that's good. That's good. We can work with that. All right, so I'm going to get the copper out of there. I'm going to smelt this gold, and I'm going to make these into gold. I'm going to use the gold to make casts for these tools, so that we can maybe make the 3x3 mining hammer. Yes, we want that. It's so nice. I got double pickaxe going on here. If only you could do that in the real world, but you can't. Alrighty, I'm going to make some more brick. We built a smeltery. Woo 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 woo! Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Hooray! And this is where, look how much more we can smelt at any given time. And we've got a seared fuel gauge. Unlike the lava over there, this lava doesn't get cold. It stays hot. It's not going to run out of time. These drains will let me, like you see right here, put a faucet or even a pipe if I want to pull the stuff out and move it somewhere else, which I might later. But right now, this is all I need. And I can put tables like these in there and so on. I am in the process of making the tool pieces like these. Somewhere I have a large head that looks like a creeper, and I'm going to drop in there. Plunk and plunk. Ooh. And that will let me make a big shovel and stuff, which is very cool. Very cool indeed. Woot, 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 woot. We like it. We like it. And now I got to make some seared stone so that I can make this right here. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for stuff to smelt, we have a reward. Do-do, do-do-do-do-do. We got this one. Mob imprisonment. Okay, that sounds really wrong. I'll have to look at that later, but that sounds really wrong. And then we have a new book for the smeltery, which is Mighty Smelting with Thrulmagon. It's very manly. Okay. So we already made the smeltery. It's funny that in this particular mod pack, I had to make the smeltery in order to get the book for the smeltery. There was a way to get the book but since I knew I was going to get it as a quest reward, I didn't want to. We can make a Tinker's Anvil, which does some cool stuff that the regular anvil can't do, I think. I think it may be more sturdy. I don't remember. And then we have this smeltery, and there's things you can make. Here's how it works. You put it in the controller. It gives plus 3 nuggets or plus 1 gem per ore by default, which is pretty awesome. And then it has mass melting capabilities. You can hold multiple metals. You can alloy metals, like I was talking about how you can have copper and gold, and they make rose gold, and you can use those to do cool things. Anyway, and so our opportunities to do cool stuff really expands now that we have our smeltery. The art. This is an interesting look right here, I tell you. In order to alloy, some things alloy better than others, and so on. It's going to talk about that a little bit. But right now, apparently I have a stick, and that stick's name is the Holy Stick of Wood Divining. I think I'm going to put this stick in here with its friends because I think they're funny. And so now we have a space for that one as well. So very silly stuff. Alrighty. So I'm going to make some seared stone here in just a minute so that we can make our the thing we're here for. Yeah, right. The cobblestone. Okay. Let me do that. Okay, I've got a bunch of seared stone in there. See them all in there? Ooh. That's how much I have. I have 4 blocks and 2 bricks worth. Hopefully that's enough for my new cobblestone generator. Let's see what it says to do. We need seared stone on a tier 1 cobble generator. So I could theoretically speed that one up over there, but it's going plenty fast for what I need it for. So let's see if we remember how to make a tier 1 cobble generator. There it is right there. Tier 1 cobble generator. I need 1 piece of glass, 6 pieces of compressed stone, and some of the hot and the cold stuff. Yes. Let me gather all that stuff up. Okie dokie. We have a cobble generator 1. Now let's look again at how to do that because I really don't want to mess it up. Okay, it goes in the casting basin. Okay, like we did with the controller. Got it. We pop that in there and we go and it will stop on its own, I hope. Ooh, it's going to take a lot. La la la. La la la. Whatever. Do 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 do. Wow, it took a lot of seared stone. That took a long time. Now it's got to cool. Ta-da! We have it. We did it. We did it. Go, Larky. It's your birthday. Woo woo. It's really not. Okay, so. Sometimes I'm very silly. Okay, so let's get this thing put in place, shall we? And now that I have myself a little better under control, we're going to pop that right there. And immediately, here it comes. Here comes some more awesome stuff. Now, here's what we're going to do with this one. We will be using this, and we'll take this and make an iron auto hammer to go right there next to it. And then coming out from it, we'll have another chest, and then one more auto hammer so that this one makes all the gravel that I need, and then this one makes gravel, and then it makes dirt. Yes, so I can keep making dirt. Woo. What do you make at your job? Dirt. Anyway, and then ultimately by the time we get to this one, it will make dirt, and then it will make gravel, it'll make gravel, and then it'll make dirt, and then it'll make sand, and then it'll make dust. And that way I have all of the materials that I need from this particular layout. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make the next one. See, we got a reward for this one. Woot woot, yay, hooray. Oh, I got a new one. Cool, so I don't have to make another one. That's awesome. Because something tells me that in order to make the Gen 3 one, the Tier 3 one, I have to take a Gen 2 and turn it into a Gen 3. And the Gen 3 is molten iron, of which I have plenty. Plenty. So let's go smelt this thing, or cover this thing in seared stone, which I happen to still have quite a bit of in there. I'll just pop that in there and go blue, 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 blue. Uh-oh. I'm out. Oh noes. Oh noes. Fortunately, I think I do have more somewhere. I hope. Otherwise, I gotta make some grout. Yeah. Well, looky there. I found some more seared bricks to make into seared stone. So I can go like this. Bonk. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Aha. Aha. I'm going to need to make another one. So what I might do is while I'm waiting for that one to cool. Oh, no. It's already there. Because, see, I'm going to need to have the iron in there. And yes, I could, but I don't know if it will alloy with the seared stone. So I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to take a chance on ruining my ore with something I can't unalloy as far as I know. Yes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set this aside for just a minute. I'm going to put this mob imprisonment tool. Okay, what is this? What is this thing? Oh, wow. Okay. Dissolution? Never mind. I don't want to know. It sounds really, really mean and stuff. I don't want to do that right now. So I'm going to need two more, right? I'm going to need one right here, and that's going to be the iron one. And then I think this one, wait. Gold. I bet that's gold. Yep. So we'll need the iron one, and then we need the gold one, and we already have the diamond one, which I bet I'll have to pick up before I can get credit for doing it, but that's okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll make the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 for this one before we remove the seared stone from the box, so that, you know, I don't have to do it again. No, we won't do it again. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll see you in a minute. Ta-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, technically, I fulfilled my goal, which was to have 5 cobblestone generators today. But that's not what I meant, and you know that's not what I meant. So we're gonna get what we need to do. I even went and made the regular cobblestone one into a cobblestone generation 2. So what we need to do now, we have a little bit of leftover seared stone, and now I'm going to see how much is left. It tells me that I have 1 block and 3 bricks. So we'll drop the block, and we're going to grab the ingot cast, because that's what the bricks look like, right? Oh, there we go. See, there's 1. There's my block. And 1 brick. You get more out of this every time, which is great. And 3. Da, 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 da. And it should be empty. It is empty. Woo, woo. Aren't we cool? We are so cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this ore that we've got here, all this iron ore, and we're going to dump it in here. Boom. And it's going to give me so much iron. Look at that. Capacity, 216 ingots it can hold. Let's see how much it... Oh, look at that. It's all full of iron ore. Na. Who needs fortune pickaxes? Not me. Not me. Because we need this iron to make those little cuties over there faster. Yes, indeedy. We do, we do, we do. Wonk. Ooh, looking for some hot metal. Okay, let me go grab a couple of those and we'll make them faster. Okay, we want this one for sure. And this one. Because these are the two that I need to turn into an iron one, which is first, obviously. And then second, we need to make one that is a... we need to make one that is gold. Yeah, gold. Which I don't know if I have enough gold to do. Ooh, I only have 5 gold ingots. But I can get more. I can wash some sand if I have to. Right. Okay, while that's cooling, there it goes. You need cooling. Okay, that's as much of that song as I can sing without getting in trouble. And we're going to drop that in there. We're going to go bloop and let that cook. Hopefully that's enough. And then we're going to, may as well cook these while we're here. Drop those in there. Bloop. And let's look at our list and see what we get. If it gives me another number 1, I'm going to be sad, but not too sad. Ooh, time in a pouch. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, to make a gold one, we're legit going to just pour gold. Oh, 4 blocks worth? Ooh. We gotta wash some sand, folks. we gotta wash some sand. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some hammers. Bring down the hammer. I'm gonna make some hammers so that I can turn this into dirt, and then that'll save me one more step at least. And put this iron one down. Bonk. And we'll put a chest on it, and we'll put a hammer here, and we'll make it turn into sand, and then I'll wash some sand, and I'll see you in a minute. Yeah. And now we make our gold tier. Woo, 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 woo. Chooka, 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 choo. Here we go. Come on. Woo, woo. Chooka, chooka, choo, chooka, chooka, choo. Woo, 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 woo. I'm ready for this achievement to happen. Do 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 do. And look at all that pretty gold in there, so I can do other things as well. Ta-da! Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! And I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the. Can I get it? Yes, I can. So it gives me the achievement for that one too. Woo! Look at that. Look how far we've come on this starter page. And let's see what we get. A diamond wand. I don't know what those are for. And then one more time. And doo-doo. And oh, an uncommon backpack. That means it's probably better than the one in my hand or the one I'm wearing. Let's see. How many slots does an uncommon backpack have? Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, buddy. That is a beautiful thing. So we're going to take that out of there. Actually, we're going to keep that backpack. Don't worry. It's not going anywhere. We'll just do what we've done here, which is to just pop it in my inventory and then just use it, right? But we'll put this one on my back. Ta-da-da. And now, when I hit O for open, look at all that pretty stuff. I'm going to put my ender chest back in there. And whoo, 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 whoo. We so cool. I'm going to put this in there. And then we're going to go over here. And I'm going to take them. And then I still have this one. I'm so cool. I'm so very cool. Look at this. Y'all, I'm really liking this mod. I'm really liking this mod pack. Okay, of course, I haven't done the scary stuff yet, so I may hate it in the next episode or so when I start doing the things that are outside of this pretty little safe cave. Because right now, I'm very safe. And the stuff on my map over there and out here, um, um, isn't safe. Neither is standing in the torch there, Larky. Isn't safe. No, it's not safe. My kid thinks I'm a big chicken, and I am absolutely a big chicken. Bark, 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 and laughs at me. But there's some scary stuff in those places. Before I decided to do this, I did a little checking it out to see what was there, and of course, I've been watching my own child do it, and there's some scary rooms in there. So when I go do that, y'all gonna have to give me courage points, okay? Because but we're not doing that yet, because right now we're getting cobblestone. Right. Cobblestone generators are in, and now we need to make auto hammers. Well, I may have miscalculated just a little bit, but this has been a really productive episode. We have our smeltery, which has our right now it's just full of gold, but we could put other ores in there if I wanted to. I'm not going to put the rose in there. I think, if I understand right, that if I put iron in and then I put in the copper, they won't alloy. But I don't, I'm scared to try it until I find out more for sure, because I don't want to waste it. This is where I've miscalculated. I don't know where I got the idea that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows that I needed, because I only needed 4. Because here we have this whole row makes gravel, so I could theoretically snag gravel, but as you can see, right now it's all getting processed. This one is full, so it doesn't need to make any more. And then here it's making dirt for me, and here I've got sand, and then finally it gets to dust. I am absolutely sure, given that create is a thing, that I'll use that cobblestone somewhere. But for now, I'm just going to let it sit and fill up and fill up and fill up. I might, just because it bugs me, rearrange a little bit and move to the faster ones and leave this one like this, and then, but right now it works, okay? It works right now, and I'm going to be happy with that. So we did everything we had planned to do today, and then some. Hooray, Kaloo, Kalay. And then next time, we're going to explore some of these other things on the list, because like maybe some of this create stuff, or we got a reward for time in a pouch. I don't know what that is either. Next time we're gonna, okay, look, this game thinks that I need chickens. And I have a suspicion, given the name of some of the things that are chicken related, that this is going to horrify me and make me feel like a terrible person. But next time, we're going to see what happens to the chickens. So, come along, will you? Like and subscribe if you want to. See you soon, okay? Bye now.